With the Enforcement Directorate intensifying probe into the alleged multi-crore Valmiki fund scam, murkier details are now surfacing. Times Now has accessed exclusive information from ED's remand copy submitted to the special court. The fresh details mount trouble for the former minister and Congress MLA B. Nagendra in the case. He was arrested, remember, on the 12th of July under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act and has been remanded to 14-day judicial custody. As per ED's fresh remand copy, Nagendra played a pivotal role in the scam by exerting pressure on the Valmiki Corporation officials to illegally transfer the funds. A meeting was reportedly held at Bengaluru's Shangri-La Resort to discuss the fund diversion. Nagendra reportedly admitted to disposing of 3 phones that had images of cash bundles. These funds were allegedly deposited in the bank accounts of liquor traders in Hyderabad. The remand note also talks about how the funds were first moved to Union Bank and later to multiple bank accounts that were either withdrawn or converted into bullion. ED remand copy also says Nagendra handled crime proceeds during polls and gift cards worth 1.4 crore rupees were purchased and distributed. These cards were allegedly redeemed in Hyderabad. Let's go across to Deepak, who's joining us in the broadcast with more details. That, in fact, is a detailed report on Nagendra's role, and it only mounts pressure on the government and trouble for Nagendra.
Well, Swati, we've seen how this issue, of course, has exploded here politically in the state of Karnataka. The entire week last, the last week that went by, we saw in the well of the house protests. We saw outside the Vidhan Sauda protests. We saw protests on the street. This was all over the Valmiki scam. Now, the Enforcement Directorate that has already arrested, former Minister and MLA Nagendra have, questioned him. Now, of course, he continues to remain in judicial custody, are trying to build a watertight case against him. They believe that he is the kingpin. It was under his directive that funds were moved from one bank to the other and then, of course, eventually diverted. They also believe he held multiple rounds of meetings, with some of these officials, directed them to carry out, this sort of illegal work. All of this, of course, has been detailed in that remand copy, and some of the details, of course, here with Times Now suggest that they also believe that Nagendra, was the kingpin here. And more importantly, they talk about gift cards that were made available. They talk about him destroying evidence through, of course, discarding some of his mobile phones, pictures with bundles of cash. They're talking about money being put into, liquor traders. Now, earlier in a press note that the Enforcement Directorate released, they also said that liquor was used, during the time of elections, and this was from the proceeds of the money from this particular scam. So, the matter is only getting murkier at this point in time. He remains in judicial custody at this point in time, while, of course, the lens is on many other officials as well who were involved in this entire scandal. But at this point in time, even as the politics around it continues unabated, it seems like the Enforcement Directorate is building quite a strong case against the MLA and the former minister here.
Absolutely. Are more names coming to fore? Details of the bank accounts where the money was transferred, who these accounts belong to?
Well, now we should note that be it the SIT investigating or even the Enforcement Directorate, they have, of course, been able to map the money trail after, of course, it was moved to the Union Bank, and then multiple accounts were created, some of them fake in nature as well. Most of it in Banjara Hills and Hyderabad. It went in there. Some of it, of course, has been frozen at this point in time. They've been able to recover some of the amount SIT already, but a large amount of money, of course, is yet to be recovered, and we're talking about over 90 crores in this matter. Now, with them speculating, the Enforcement Directorate in particular, and looking at the investigation towards the lines of, whether this money was used for the elections. And they've even said this in their, note. Now, with these sort of details of these gift cards, money in the accounts of the liquor traders, how did it reach all of these people? What was the ulterior purpose? How will they really build evidence to show that Nagendra was involved? He was the main person, who carried out this entire illegal scam, or rather diversion of funds. This is something, of course, the Enforcement Directorate will do in terms of gathering of evidence. But politically, of course, we should note that he had to resign from his ministry and now eventually, of course, faces arrest, with the BJP as well hitting out at the Congress that, for about 30 days that the SIT started investigating, they didn't even look at, questioning him. And it was only after the ED came into the picture, the SIT even bothered questioning, either Baswangowda Daddal, who's the chairman of the board, or former Minister Nagendra. And now the Enforcement Directorate, of course, puts so many charges on him, and and are accumulating a lot of evidence to show that he probably had a big role in this particular case.
Absolutely. So the probe is intensifying. Crucial evidence based on which the Enforcement Directorate is saying that Nagendra orchestrated the entire scam.